Greetings, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Hardi-Jay here once again with an ending reaction. This time we're going to do a similar one to what I did, I don't know, probably a week, 2 weeks ago, depending on when this is coming out. And that would be, unfortunately, I don't have a box for it because it is a digital release, but it is the Final Fantasy V Pixel Remastered. I did the fourth one a while ago, let's just say. The fifth one came out just recently. Picked it up, enjoyed it very much. I have my qualms with it, which I will get into when I get into the game. But the couple of things first. A little bit of history of with me and Final Fantasy V. The first time I played Final Fantasy V was actually on emulator back in the probably late 90s when the emulators were kind of beginning to be a thing, I guess, and English translations to Japanese-only ROMs started to emerge. And I was one of those ones who picked up the translated version of Final Fantasy V back in the day and played it. It was a bit of a mess, let's just say. And I think it was my computer, mostly, because it could not display special effects properly. And everything was fine, or mostly fine, until I reached the haunted ship, which is, I don't know, about an hour or two into the game. The beginning, the top of the ships were fine, but once I get into the inner type of ships, there was nothing. The layers refused to function. So I got my character sprite on nothing but a black background. And I was like, I was determined to get through this. A hot-headed teenager, sort of, somewhat back then. Or a determined teenager back then. I got myself some grid paper, and I went frame by frame by frame by frame by frame to map out the entire map of the inner ghost ship. And that took a while, but I finally did it, finally went through it, and then I got totally stuck on the Flying Fortress cannon boss because I could not function, I could not do the inputs properly because I had to do it on keyboard because there was no controller support, I think, back then at least, that I was aware of. And I just could not get past that boss. So I went up to the Earth Temple Shrine cannon boss, and I could not do it anymore. But it was my taste of Final Fantasy V, which I could not fathom why they did not bring it over there, because it was a perfectly great Final Fantasy game. I don't know. It was one of those things. We got Mystic Quest instead, so, which was good. But it wasn't, like, Final Fantasy V wasn't hard. That's the thing. I did not get another taste of Final Fantasy V until the PlayStation, where it officially came over here in the Final Fantasy Anthology collection for the PlayStation. This came with Final Fantasy V and 6, opening visuals, cinematics, I guess, and ending cinematics, and like a little bit here and there. 6 got a little bit more treatment than 5. 5 only had the opening and ending, I believe. I haven't played it since it came out, basically. And this is my true dose of Final Fantasy V when it came out. If anyone played the PlayStation versions coming off of like the Super Nintendo ones, like, I haven't played Final Fantasy V on Super Nintendo at that time. So the load times, it's a good version. Except the load times were terrible. Also, the translation or localization, or the lack of localization, was a little horrendous, let's just say. It's been known in the interwebs of that. Just look it up. But it was the first time you got a taste of Final Fantasy V officially, if you didn't go through emulation means, let's just say. But I did pass it. I don't remember hardly anything about the ending. I was using strictly a guide because I just wanted to get through the game, and I can't remember a lot from the game. That's why I was kind of playing it for the first time during the Pixel Remastered because I did not use any guides, and it was refreshing, let's just say, opposed to the time I played it on the PlayStation with horrible loading times, horrible localization. And, well, yeah, that's the thing. I did dabble in the Game Boy Advance version, Final Fantasy V Advanced. I did dabble in that a little bit. I didn't get too far. I got like to the second world. Like, it's a good version, but I just don't like the sound music of the Game Boy Advance. Like, for games that weren't Super Nintendo games, they were pretty good. Like Golden Sun. Golden Sun has an awesome soundtrack. But if it came from the Super Nintendo to the Game Boy Advance, it did not go well over there. But the version is pretty good with bonus dungeons and so forth, which I didn't get to. I didn't finish it. And that would brings us to the Pixel Remastered version. Pretty much played through it. All right, let's get into some let's go with the negatives first. Just like the Pixel Remastered of the fourth one, it looks fantastic if you were very nostalgic about the original. So again, I don't have kind of that nostalgia for 5, but I always had kind of this weird urge to play it, I guess. Or earning? No. I guess it's an urge to play it every once in a while because it brings me back to the Super Nintendo and the RPGs on Super Nintendo and the Final Fantasy trilogy on Super Nintendo. And it's the one that I really haven't got too familiar with because I never experienced it back in the day where I had time and lots of time to get through it and learn my own things about the game because I didn't have pretty much anything else to do other than homework and school, all that very jazz. It has the feelings of nostalgia there because it looks like a slightly enhanced Super Nintendo game because it has the pixel-ness of the Super Nintendo game, but it has flashy visuals of like the modern games, which is like number 4. Like I like the style they're going with. The style is good. I like the style. Which brings me to a negative. I guess I'll go with a positive and then a negative because it kind of goes into that. The pixel and the visuals, fantastic. I love them. And I said that with number 4 also. The thing is with number 4 is that the music was okay. This time around, I really, really wish they had a toggleable option to go between the new soundtrack and the old soundtrack. And that's even with number 4 also. Because I would love to hear the original music with the newer-ish type graphics because, oh my god, it just... Like, I'm waiting for a mod or someone to get out there and just do that because you can hack in the original sprites, you can hack in like the original text and everything, but the original music, throw the original music into the new Pixel Remastered, and for me, it'd be almost a definitive version almost. Other than the bonus stuff in the Game Boy Advance and beyond that, basically. So that's the thing. If they had like kind of like a DLC type thing of like, oh, this is the extra content we added in with like the Game Boy Advance version or something, that'd be great. But have a toggleable option of playing the new soundtrack to the old soundtrack because there's a lot of old school stuff like games out there that do that, where you play. Perfect example is Ease. Like if you play Ease 1 and 2 or 3 on like the PSP, or even I think the Steam version, the PC version, you maybe not the Steam version, but definitely the PSP version, you can switch between like 3 or even 4 different versions of the soundtrack because you can do that. It's like, why can't you just do that with this one? Is it like a license thing? It might be a license thing, but still, it's like they released, like Square has released, they developed and released this. Have they? I don't know. Maybe I'll check that up. But just have a toggable option of putting the original music in or leaving the new Pixel Remastered version of it. So that's one my gripe of it. I wish they had the original music with the new things. That's one. Another positive is the localization. First of all, like I have to say, it's decent. It's about this. I think it is the Game Boy Advance version, which was, not the best out there, but it's a hell of a lot better than the PlayStation, let's say. And that's pretty much it. And that's it's as good as the Steam version that was before this. The god awful, like, weird, I don't know, blended with 2D and 3D type things. I don't know. Like, it looked good, but the characters looked kind of really terrible. Like the old Steam version, I guess. The old Steam version opposed to like the new Pixel Remastered version. I guess I can say it's the iOS version because it originally was an iOS version, so that version. Like the localization was pretty good on that. Besides the graphics, so yeah, the localization was pretty good on that. Another gripe with what I noticed, which wasn't as prominent in the fourth one, but the fifth one would be good because I'm not too familiar with it. Like, fourth was pretty good because I knew basically the game inside and out. With the fifth one, I don't really know, and I'm probably going to experience this with 2 and 3 once I played it because I'm not too familiar with those. Is the bestiary. Now, in the Game Boy Advance version, and also I think the PlayStation version, I don't think the PlayStation version, but I know in the Game Boy Advance version is that you can get to the bestiary from the menu screen or in the options. In the Pixel Remastered versions, I looked around like over and over again, and if I'm missing it, I like to know where it is. But it is on the title screen. And the thing is that if you're looking up something like, oh, I want to know the drops or stealable items of this monster, I literally got to quick save, go to the back to the title screen, check on what monster that is, and then go back into my game with my quick save. Yeah, quick save is good, but the thing is, can we have a bestiary access from the menu or the options in the game so we don't have to keep on going back and out? Because I found that to be a little tiresome once in a while because I was like, I'm not 100% sure, and I could have like obviously a list on my screen on the next screen where I'm being like, oh, this is here. But the thing is, I kind of want to use the in-game thing because, well, it's in-game. So you can be like, oh, okay, well, I just need to look at the monster in the bestiary, and I have to go to the menu to see what that is. It seemed a little tiresome after a while. And again, it wasn't a issue with 4 because I kind of knew that game inside and out, and the stealable items, the items you get, and so forth, weren't too much of a big deal in 4, but still, nevertheless. So that's my negative. I have a couple of negatives, like the toggable music from the original to the new one, and the an option for bestiary in either the options in-game or on the menu screen itself, or in-game somewhere. I don't have to go back to the title screen all the time. Other than that, ending on a good note, is the game feels good. I guess sounds good for what it is. Like, the music is good. It's obviously a range soundtrack of 5, and it's good. But one of my favorite, like, it is up there in like overworld themes, is the World 2 or Gallus World theme. I really like the original version of it, and the new Pixel Remastered version just doesn't work with me, and that's why I kind of wanted to see if I could toggle it back to the original soundtrack, and there's no option. So I was kind of like, bummer. So other than that, this is obviously a little thing. The basic thing is that would I recommend it? If you have nostalgia on the NES, or like NES or the Super Nintendo Final Fantasies, then yeah, I totally recommend it. If you're more of a PlayStation or a 3D type of Final Fantasy guy, probably not. Like, but unless you want to, go back to the roots and for content, I would say play this one with a sound patch with the original Super Nintendo soundtrack. And this would probably be the definitive version to play it. But like, again, if we had the content of the Game Boy Advance in this one, along with I wouldn't say get rid of the Pixel Remastered soundtrack. I would say, again, just have it so you can switch it back and forth to the original and the Pixel Remastered version. And then it would be literally a definitive version of playing Final Fantasy V. Again, that's also with 4. Like, if you had, that's my gripes with number 4 also, is that if there was a switchable, that was like the only thing that I had a problem with. Like, everything else was like brilliant. While this one here had a little bit more of a gripe here and there. But again, the look of it is fantastic. Sound, for nostalgia glasses, it's passable, but I'd like that a little bit more. Like, it's like a perfect piece of cake, but I kind of want that little like whipped cream with that cherry on top, just to make it like ever so good, even better. That's the thing. So stuff like that. Anyway, let's stop flapping my gums and get into the game, because we're doing the ending. This is like the second time I think I've seen the ending, or I've at least not seen the ending. I've seen it plenty of times before, but this is the second time I've actually beaten it myself. First time was PlayStation. This one is the second time. So let's get into it. Boom. Okay, so here we are. The main screen. It has a similar thing to the Super Nintendo, where it kind of has the logo, or the title, goes up above water, and I see the reflection. Looks pretty nice, but it's, again, it kind of has like the feel of nostalgia, but it really should be more nostalgic. Anyway, here's the bestiary that I keep on going back to, and you can display the map here and see where everything is. Like, if we could have this in-game, this would be amazing. But the thing is, like, it's not, and I'm like, or if it is, I don't know where it is. That's the thing. I keep on looking all over for it, and it's beyond me. I don't know where it might be. Anyway, let's get into the game. I got about 56 hours into the game. I've mastered all the jobs that are in this version, which is the normal version. All the extra jobs in the GBA version are obviously not in this one because those are in the post dungeon, and the post dungeon is not in this one. So I've mastered everything up to this point. It didn't take me long to do. Like, there's obviously designated spots to go and grind for job levels and so forth. I'm at level 50 with only main character Barts. Obviously, I kept the last names. There's the main character Barts, or Butts. And we got Lena. We got Kryl. And Paris. And again, I've mastered all of them. And once you mastered all of them, your freelance, or your first ability, which is freelancer, gets mastered all the time. So, and that's kind of what you're building up to, because all the master jobs that you get, some of the stats go into freelancer, and your freelancer becomes more powerful, and your mime also becomes more powerful with every job you do get up. Certain abilities go over to the freelancer, like, automatically. And those abilities and everything I'm not going to get into because I'm not sure. So there's obviously guides out there, tutorials, and if you want to get in more depths of the job system in this, check them out. For me, I just play the game, want to master jobs, cool. That's what I'm doing. But here, let's go with configuration. We'll go to configuration. We got battle mode, which is obviously the thing. We got battle speed. I have it up very fast because I want to get battles done and over with. Cursor memory. Can you use auto battle? Superb. Oh my god. Beautiful. Beautiful option. I love it, especially when you're grinding, because you're absolutely, like, you just want to keep on doing the same action over and over again. Is you go the cursor memory, battle speed, fast, and put it on active, and do it on continuous auto battle. And every time you just keep on going around, and all you need to do is just press the button to get out of the battle and just run around, go there. It pretty much plays itself. And when you come to grinding, you want the game to play itself, because you don't want to keep on just pressing. It's like pressing the A button. Yeah. Bim. Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that. So it's good. They have a filter, classic filter, which I actually don't mind. It does look like a CRT type feel to it, which I personally like. I actually played the game a little bit like this, and it does kind of remind me of, like, playing on the old, CRTs. And again, nostalgia purposes, but for this, I will not put it on. A brightness option. I put the volume a little bit down because, whoa, it is super loud when you keep on playing it. And music, like again, it's pretty good, but it drowns out everything. So you need to put down that master volume right away. And then gameplay, keyboard, and then, you return to you don't quit the game. You return to the title screen. This is what I did. Quick save, return to the title screen to check out my bestiary, because I wanted to see what monsters drop certain items, stealable items, and just, like, certain weaknesses or something to an item, a monster. It's like, it's just, I wish it was on this screen. Like, bestiary, like, somewhere here, or somewhere here, so I don't have to keep on going to the title screen to see all my bestiary all the time. Like it was in the GBA. The GBA version has it, so why isn't it not in this version? It's a thing. Come on. Need to put some stuff in there. It's like that slice of pie that needs that cream on it. Come on. Do it. Anyway. We're going here. Ability. Okay, so we got the freelancer for Barts. I got Lena and Kryl as mimes because I want them to be more magic focused. And for Paris, I have pretty much as kind of almost a carbon copy of Bart's. So they're like the big heavies, while you got the magic users kind of in the middle. And the thing is that you can do formations, like if I wanted to do like different, but I would kind of wanted to keep the formation, because you have these characters throughout the game. They're all throughout. Like you don't change characters in this. You change character classes, so they look different. So I kind of keep them the same, and I just put them in the back or the front row, depending on what they are. If they're a wizard, I put them in the back. If they're more of a fighter, I put them up front. So that's what I do. So the abilities I have for Bart's is I have rapid fire because it's like one of the best things in the game to do, especially if you have a monk or a ninja or something that dual wields. So the thing is, I took that and I'm like, well, two-handed is pretty good at the beginning of the game when you get to the knight class and you like two-handed weapon, and they really take off a lot of damage. And the thing is that rapid fire like halves your attack, but you do more attacks. You do 4 attacks instead of the 1. So so essentially you're hitting 4 times for weaker strikes. So how about if I'm thinking like, how about if we bump that damage output up by doing two-handed, so you're not dual wielding anymore. You're having one weapon, but you're doing extra damage with one weapon, but you're doing it 4 times. And I've realized that is pretty damn cool. It's pretty good. You can't get a shield or anything, and you are, your evasion is kind of bad, but the damage output is pretty damn good. I like it. That's the thing. Like with regular dual wielding, it's good. Like I'm not gonna like crap on that, but I want a little more oomph to my attacks. So this I found to be very good. And Bart's, I just want him to like, be a thing. And if I need to put another ability on like steel or mug or whatever, then I do that and then just dual wield him. That's all. We got Lena, who is my primary. Well, that was Galef, and Cryle was my major white magic user for most of the game, and then it turned into kind of Lena. So she's dealing with white magic, time magic, and I want dual cast because I want to dual cast white and also time magic, just in case. That's the thing. So that's pretty much it. And then with Cryle, she is wielding black magic and summons and dual casting, so I want to dual cast both of them. So I don't really know if that's going to be a good thing or not. I kind of feel like I should put white magic on both of them, but hopefully nothing happens to Lena, and if it does, could do this. Anyway, with Ferris, again, almost a carbon copy of what I did to Bart's. And the equipment is that I got the Ragnarok from the chest from Saryu, which was kind of easy with the things that I've actually researched how to beat them. Seemed pretty good. I went with the H.C. Bailey method, which I didn't think I would be able to pull off, but yeah, pulled it off pretty damn good. There's also a method of just getting a bunch of Dragon Lances, dual wielding Dragon Lances, getting the jump ability, and just jumping on him until he's dead, basically. And that's the thing. So, and yeah, Omega's pretty the same way. You want to dual wield 2 weapons, do rapid fire and spellblade, and just hope for the best, basically, because he either kills you right off the bat and you're gonna have to do it again, or you're just gonna have to just get lucky, get the spellblades off, and just hone into him, basically, and just keep your HP high. That's pretty much it. And I got the ribbon on whoever can ribbon. The freelancers got the ribbon because I don't want anything to happen to me. Got the Genji armor from Gilgamesh. You fight him. Well, you don't fight him. Kind of joins in the battle. And then the type mitts I got from one of the bosses in the interdimensional drift. I can't remember which one, but I got it from that one. Lena's got the Judgment Staff, the Lilith Rod. I just wanted to see if I can boost her magic up as much as I can. So mainly the Judgment Staff and the Lilith Rod boost her magic, while the Circlet and Back Rub also does it. So I want to boost that magic as much as I can because I'm gonna probably use Holy a lot. And then the Elven Mantle was pretty much on Lena from like since the first time I got it. So there's pretty much it, because it's just ridiculously good for dodging pretty much anything. And then Kryl, again, I tried to boost up as much as I can with what I got with her magic. It's a little less than Lena, but hey, that's pretty much it is. Again, everything is pretty much the same as Lena. Boost that magic power. And yeah, that's why she's in the back row. These two in the back row, because their defense is a little lacking. And then Faris, strongest weapon I could probably get is the Marakudo? Kumo. Yeah, the Marakumo. You steal that from, I think, Ichibo? In the interdimensional rift. Oh my goodness. And Ribbon, Crystal Armor, and the Elven Mantle, because I had three Elven Mantles. I wanted to do at least 3 people, and Bart's his, well, he gets there because the ladies, they put him on the ladies. Anyway, so that's pretty much my my get up. I'm probably going to get hit while getting to, there we are. And rapid fire, mimic, rapid fire. This is pretty much what I've been doing all throughout like the last part of the area, where it's just like, okay, cool. Even at them as like the mime class, when I was trying to get up to the mime class mastered, I literally had rapid fire as my second thing, and I just wanted to rapid fire everything. See, I was thinking even like here, like why can't you have the bestiary here? And apparently I'm missing some treasure chests, and I don't know where they are. I'm like going through the... I must have missed some when I was going here, but you know, you like, even I kind of think that you should go into the maps and see the maps in this stage, and it's like you don't. It's like, oh, okay, it's like there could be a little extra spice to the game, make it be like, oh, cool, that's awesome. But it's what it is. Anyway, let's move on. Last check. I just want to make sure everything is good. I really... Am I going to use black magic? That's the thing. It's like the only thing I'm probably going to use flare. And the thing is that, am I really going to be using summons? I don't really think I'm going to use summons. Like, it's good, but I don't think I'm going to be using summons. I'll really use like black magic. Just summons or black magic. Basically, Bahamut or Flare. Flare. Because if I want to do like a single target, I'd rather use Flare, so... Yeah, okay, that's good. And, yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Oh, you are late. Give my, like, rough, tough. Mwahaha. Finally, it is within my grasp. The greatest power ever known. The one that controlled the universe. The power of the Four. I'm kind of watching, like, I kind of remember how he sounds like in Disgaea. He has this kind of, like, filter on his voice where it's like... kind of reminds me of, I think Barbarossa from Valkyrie Profile. Like it was, bow before me. I will crush you. Stand in my way. I begin with your precious friends. Hope you enjoy watching you suck into the void. Kind of like a little bit like that. So it has a bit of a filter on it, so I don't think I can actually do that. I do have to say, like, the effects look pretty good. And I have no qualms with the effects. The effects are good. Because the old effects from the Super Nintendo, you know, it's limitation stuff. That's what it is. So you want to throw a little spice into it? I'm fine with that. That's good. That's awesome. It's like, it's what they probably should have done with, like, the PlayStation version back in the day. Instead of just being like, oh yeah, let's just rehash the Super Nintendo one. Again, throw the old soundtrack in it. Like, just Square, please. Just throw the old soundtrack on there. Toggleable. You don't have to get rid of the new one. Just have the option of having the old one available. Stop. Let him go. You think you could... What was the voice again? I can't... And now you meet your end inside the void. Again, voice acting, not my strong suit. But, want to get better, so I gotta keep on doing it. Oh no, we're getting sucked into the blackness. Which I kind of like how they did this, and they brought, like, Gilgamesh into other games. With the whole void thing, it's like, oh yeah, okay, well, we'll bring Gilgamesh into... What is he, in Final Fantasy VIII? I think he's in 8. I know he's in 10. And he, like, references things that happens in 5 and, like, things. It's like, he's like, the only connection, like, literal connection to another game. Anyway, Bart, stand up. Oh, this is his, yeah. It's his daddy, I think. Yes. That dad? And it's Wolfman. It's and Kilger. And a Galif. Creeper. Galif. Enter the Dawn Warriors. Yep, well, they're the Dawn Warriors. We're the Warriors of Light. There you go. Bart's Lena, Eferus, and Cryo. We'll hold off the... kind of like a good old man's voice. Like middle-aged man. Hey, it's just me, basically. We'll hold off the void. You kids take care of X-Death. I love the name. Just the ultimate evil in this is like X-Death, yes. The only ones who could save the world from the power of darkness are the Warriors of Light. That's you. Now go. Go. Get with you. Get. You know, put on the big boy pants and save the world. Come on, let's go. You can do it. Why is the power of the void disappearing? No matter. Now take this. It's Tenkai-kun. Father. Papa. Now, this is it. Take your chances. Destroy Ixtith. Tenkai-kun. Let's have a hand again. Onward. Warriors of Light. He's a noble guy, so gotta make him kind of nobly. And let's make sure that everything is good. Lena is not full HP. Now, I do... Hey, can I save? Ooh, I can save. I'm not going to. Although, I don't feel if I do screw up. I do. Okay, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save just in case, because I don't want to go through all that again. Now, the thing is, I know that if someone dies in this one or gets knocked out, the ending changes. So if, like, Lennis dies, it changes the ending. If Growl dies, it changes the ending. And I know that if that happens. So you try to kind of keep for the best ending to keep everyone alive. And I've never actually seen the variations of if someone else dies, so that's something to maybe look into. But right now I'm going to try to keep everyone alive and get the good ending, the best ending. That's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, let's do it. Come on, you tree, man, dude. Next death, get ready. Here we come. And here we are. Ooh, that's neat. We get to see more of the thing. And you get to see him, like, all the way coming up here. Although I do have to say that you just killed Lena. She's like, is she literally... Can I bring her back? Is she... What? What's going on here? Wait a minute. Is she... What do you do? I want to put Lena... No! Oh my goodness, did... What? How do I bring her back? Okay, well, I'll just kick her ass then. And, I guess we're going to have that variable ending because I can't seem to bring her back. She's alive, but not at the same time? Wait a minute, maybe... Holy water, maybe? Slightly confused here. I'm getting pounded. I'm getting pounded by him because I'm not sure exactly. No, let's go with holy water, maybe. Nope. Well. And this, like, I have no problem kicking his ass. Like that's gonna be no trouble at all. I'm still wondering why, how, like... Let's dual cast this. Feel like dead. Exdeath is gold, find the void! No, why? The void was mine to command! No, he is... I keep on getting his voices wrong. No, how could it be I? Lena better come back. If she's not, I'm doing this fight again. Better come back. Obviously. I am Neo Exdeath. All memories, dimensions, existence. I shall return to the nothing. Then do I just stare forever. Okay. She's still dead. Ish. Yeah, this looks pretty. Ooh, I kind of like the whole like thing on the back there. She's technically stoned still, so let's... Are you coming back to life? Oh, there she is, okay. Why wasn't Maiden Kiss actually right here? See, now this is neat. This is neat, because in the, I wish I could... In the original, you didn't get to see, I don't know if they added the void afterwards or not, like in this version, but the thing in the original, you just got to see like just kind of him peeping out to the side there. And he's like, it kind of has this almost like Zero Mist vibe, but not at the same time. And this is where, you know, this is before they went full Angel with Kefka and Sephiroth and all that. Yeah, like definitely gotta grab some. Let's get a rise on the boys here. Alright, hopefully. Just gotta watch my. I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. I should be paying attention a little bit more. Spell's fine. Thing is, I'm not 100% sure if I'm. Well, let's just do Holy on there. Let's actually haste up here. I know they don't have a lot of HP. And the thing is, I know that they're I don't know if you can steal things in this. Now here's Grand Cross. Here's his big attack, like Big Bang from number 4. And let's dual cast. Let's get you and get de-aging here. Yeah, literally, it's just the two mimes that don't have ribbons that are getting affected. Oh, far like it's good that you're doing stuff, but don't do it at the same time. Let's do dual cast. Oh, can I Osmos you? And then Osmos, you're another part of you. Oh, good. Fantastic. Rapid fire. Keep on doing it. See, if I didn't have, if I was dual wielding, then I guess it would be kind of like the same thing, but I just feel like I'm doing more damage in. Is he doing a delta attack on parts who won't be affected at all? Beautiful. Am I going to actually get... Beautiful, okay. Do I need to... Just cure everyone and then steal some stuff for yourself there. Pretty much rinse and repeat. Same thing. Let's do Flare. He's still not dead. The first part is not dead. Just keep on doing it. Yeah, just keep on doing it. Do like the fast background. That's ooh. Bart's dead. Nope. Dual cast. Kirga. And... Oh yeah, no, okay. Oh, this is Lena, okay. Let's go with... Hiska again? It's not everyone's haste. Let's... Double flare. Although I probably should do double flare on the similar one. Wait a minute, what? Did I not heal? Oh, okay, I'm like, what's going on here? Okay, one of them is defeated. I think the closer one is finally dead. Yep, only 3 left. Dual cast. Don't like how Bart's is not fully healed. I could try to stop them, but or slow them down. Bart's is just suddenly dead. Nope. Rub fire. Just make sure that Bart's is not dead. When I deliver the final blow. Dual cast. Let's do a double Dosa. Actually, she should probably do some Osmos. And then Holy. Do Holy. Apparently I can't do Osmos that one. Ouch. That's an ow. Ow. And let's Osmos this one. Dual cast. I want to make sure... Actually, let's shell people here. Okay, one more down. I probably should have done this first. Oh, I probably should have done Balloon that didn't my Muddy Guard. Oh no, this might actually hurt a lot. Yeah, that hurt a lot. But I think he's gonna be dead after this. Nope, he's not dead. Cure. Shell. That is a definite good time to heal. When I dual cast, let's go Furia. And shell first for the last one. There we go. So everyone's shelled. I think we got this in the bag. No one's dead, which is good. Yeah. He's not gonna be able to withstand both attacks from no effect. And well, he's dead now. Bart's wanted to get in there just like, oh, he's dead. It's like, I got him. Oh. Oh, Forrest, you got, oh. Now he looks sad. And there you go. Next step is defeated. I have beat it with 7. I have the curse ring on. Actually, was the curse ring? I don't know. I don't think I have the curse ring on Ferris. Maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think I did. So she, I keep on... In the beginning, there was the void. But from the void became 4 essences. They formed crystals, and the world was born. Hope blessed the earth, courage blazed with flame, devoted water, turned water into seeds of life, passion knowledge, spread into wisdoms, if ever threatening to engulf the world, man, it's going way fast. From this the void, the 4 essences arise, and once again, they will shine bright. Dun dun dun. And everyone's alive. He's good. See, I'm wondering if this part here, if they were knocked out, or like died, they wouldn't wake up. It could be. I could look them up. Or I could just do the ending again and just have one of them die. The void is still here. No, the void is still here. But why? We beat X-Death. The void is eternal. It is darkness. And darkness must live within light. Is it because the crystals are gone? Or would they be engulfed by the void? Oh. That's the thing, the expressions are great in this. Like, it's clearly, like, inspired by, like, Final Fantasy IV. And if it's, like, Final Fantasy IV, it's like, the extra version of Final Fantasy IV. Final Fantasy IV had like expressions and like wow, helps bless the earth. And it's my crystal shards. They're going away. Courage lights the fires. So yeah, Galuf was earth. Ferris was fire. Lennis was waters. Devotion breathes life into water. And then obviously Bart's is wind. Wind is the main elemental in this one. Passion spreads knowledge through the on through the wind. What? Words are very. Yet the crystals are returning. The Earth Crystal, I believe. That would probably be where the Earth Crystal, because that's where we found the tablet for the Earth thing. Yeah, this is where all the tablets were, so the crystals are forming where the tablets are. Beautiful. See, is that the water crystal, or is this the water? No, this is the fire crystal, because the water, this is where the fireplace was, so this is probably where the fire crystal would be. And then the void is returning everything to normal. Bringing everything back. Like, even the map is, like, it reminds me of, like, has a thing of, it's almost a 4+ game where everything kind of looks like 4, but there's a lot more almost life character to it. This is what I wish 4 was redone type of thing, where it has like people's with expressions on their face, like, oh, the world, it's being reborn. Being William Shatner right now. And the crystals as well. There's still power left in the crystal shards. Thank goodness. She's a kid, so I gotta go with my kid voice. Lena, Ferris, Cryo. It's because you took such a good care of the shards. Did we? I guess we did. Did a pretty good job yourself, Bart. Hoppity hop. Don't forget Grandpa. Now the wind will return to Kaiku. Correct, my dear. And there's everyone. Yeah, there's the Dawn Warriors. Dead. Grandpa. Father. Papa. Kelger. Zizat. The world still needs you. It's far too soon for you kids to be joining us. Now go and save them. Now return to your world. The ones who you saved. The combining of both worlds. One world and another world, and they squished into one. And then it became the world. And it's Hiryu! That was Hiryu, like, the big thing, because, you know, it's on the logo. Is he like the ultimate? Is he the crystal of light? Oh, and now we have one crystal left, which is the wind crystal. It's going to be formed. And there we are. Grandpa. Which is not trial. It's mid. Late arrived. Dear, oh, this is. I know this is Cryle. Dear Sid and Mid, how are you? It's me, Cryle. Cryle. Somehow we made it back alive. Don't know. Against the odds, but we did made it back alive against a giant menagerie of beasts coming through this giant black hole. It was bitchin'. I usually go through my nose and talk very nasally with kids and small animals, like I did Morgana like that. Also, when I did some Persona 5 stuff, I talked through my nose with Morgana. The final battle felt like a bad dream. Ooh, I have control. Okay, good. We got the sheep place. One of the water places, I think it's in the Mughal village. Since then, we traveled all over. Everything seems so peaceful now, like it was there before. And then we see Faris in her princess outfit. The Chancellor of Tycoon seemed pretty happy. Everything's starting to seem to go back to normal. The Faris had a longing, and I didn't want to be chained down, so she said, "Screw this, I'm going back home." However, Faris seemed very about her pirate crew. She said, "Screw this, I'm going back home. I'm going to plunge and plunder being a pirate once again." Everyone involved was worried since there was no heir to the throne, even though I should have been one automatically. Maybe I'll be queen. Yeah, in my dreams. That would be pretty cool, though. But you are. You're the granddaughter of the previous king, so seeing that he apparently his daughter question mark was somewhere or something like that. Hey, you know, like Bart went back to his home village, not giving up entirely, but he said he wanted to spend some time near his parents before setting out again. He wanted to mourn properly. And we got Coco, but and Boko and Coco had chicks. Their baby chocobos were the cutest. You simply must go and see them. Look at the babies. So cute. Cutes. They really should differentiate the female and male chocobos, though. It's been a year since then. Lena and Ferris are busy running Tycoon, and Bart is out another journey somewhere. God knows where he is right now. I think I'll go back to that place where Grandpa was resting. If any of the others happen to drop by, no, I'm sure they'll come. Tell them I can't wait to meet them again. Kral, you did an outstanding job. You all did. Yes. Remember the time we got our ass handed to us by X-Death and almost said the turtle, the Giddo almost died. And then Bartz took on Kigger and got his ass handed to him. And then he just lucked out and pushed him into a thing. And then there was this time back in the early days where we thought Ferris was a guy, and we looked at him and he's like, oh, he's so dreamy and handsome. And then we looked upon the stuff. Oh, we're reminiscing. Oh, this is memories. See, normally if they do something like this, like games of today did something like this, I'd be bawling my eyes out because I'd be like, oh my god, I remember all that stuff. It's so good. But games back then, like I don't know, this one's not really affecting me like too much. Like I'm getting a little emotional here. I'm like, yeah, I remember that. But the thing that one really kind of hit me hard is 6. Like the ending of 6 really kind of hit me hard. I don't know. I guess it's the music also. The music here is sweet. It sounds sweet. It doesn't sound like it's the finale. It doesn't sound like it's like, oh, we're not gonna. I don't know. It's weird. Again, it's all about nostalgia. Like I've obviously 4, and then also 6, just 2 and 3. When I played them, I just have a lot of nostalgia to them. And then I look back and I'm like when I do obviously number 6 and the ending for number 6, I'm probably most likely going to be bawling my eyes out at some parts. Because even at the real ending of the original one is just I get emotional anyway. So this one, I don't have all that stuff behind it. Like the only time that I probably would get emotional in this game is when Gallup, manned up and he had yes, okay, we're not gonna take this crap anymore. We're gonna just go and beat the hell out of X-Death, and does that and dies obviously. So, which is an emotional scene. Like if they remade that, I would love to see that scene. It's got to be played up pretty good. Like I wonder if this part will change also. Like if someone else is missing, like if I guess if Lena didn't make it, like everyone be here except for her. Oh, the crystal's been restored and everything's peaceful, but for some reason I'm sad. It's because my grandpa's not here anymore. I guess it's just that since Grandpa died, I've been all alone. Oh, I can't control this. We're in auto right now. Oh, we got the Final Fantasy overtured, I think. Like the yes, it's the overture. Oh man, I'm getting goosebumps. See, now this is what I'm talking about. Is like you get nostalgia music going on here. Music really is like one of the best things to just bring out, and like visuals are good, but just a song brings out so much emotion in it. Like it reminds me of like the 4th one where right at the end where everyone comes up and sees Cecil and Rosa and has the same type of music. It's like, oh, I should pay attention. What are you talking about? You're not alone. And they jump out of the tree like monkeys. I'm here with you. Buck up. kiddo. Everyone's here. You made it. It's without any doubt. We'll forget about friends after everything we went through. Everyone, you. I'm gonna wave. No need for tears, Kyle. Gals are here, he'd be laughing at your blubbering kiddo. And then, boom. Birds make flowers appear. You're right. He'd probably be laughing now. The crystals gained their power in the time's up to protect us to protect them all. Your dad and the others did. Hey, do you hear that? Ah, that I do. Grandpa's voice? No, it's the wind blowing through the trees. Or rippling the water? Or crackling a fire? Or the shifting of earth? Or the shifting of earth? I don't know. Not sure what it is, but I can hear it. I can hear it. Yes. It feels warm somehow. She's noble, so I gotta do a noble voice for her too. Let's go! Nope. And we got Chocobos and Hiryu. Or the Windrake, or Windrake. Heroes is there. And then we got credits. I believe. I think it's the credits. I think it's the credits. Yep, it is the credits. Man, that's small. Get my magnifying glass out there. Wow, that's very small. Wow, that's that reminds me of a lot. It's I could definitely see the gap between 4 and 6, because it has elements of 6, feels of 6 in it, but it's also like a 4+ thing. But other than like that, it's pretty much everything that went on in the before I started this is pretty much it. It is a solid remastered of 5. But again, it just needs a little tweak in here and there, and it would be like just perfect. But it just needs to be a little bit more tweaked here and there. But it's the same old game. It's 5. It's from what I remember when I first played it. I like how that they look incredibly flat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that looks oh, that does not look good out on the very clear. If I had the filter on, it might look a little bit better, but on that, it looked very flat. Oh my goodness. So that one looks a little bit better. But yeah, this game is definitely, it's definitely the missing link that I actually, out of the Super Nintendo trilogy of Final Fantasies, which I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't, like, they stopped doing it after the PS2. Well, no, maybe they didn't. Because PS3, there was a trilogy, but it wasn't like 13, 14, and 15. It was like 10, was it 13, 2, and Lightning Returns. So I guess there was a trilogy. And trying to think, 14 was on PS4, wasn't it? I think it was. I haven't played 14, so I don't know. I know it's on PC primarily, so 14, 15 was definitely on the PC, and 16 is going to be on... Okay, so maybe... don't know. Main number of Final Fantasies, I should say. Like 1, 2, and 3, NES, 4, 5, and 6, Super Nintendo, 6, 7, 8, 9, PlayStation, and then PS2, 10, 11, 12, and then the 13 trilogy on PS3. So it lasted for a little bit. But, yeah. This game is... It's pretty much from what I remember. And I don't remember a lot. I don't remember a lot from number 5 when I played it on the PlayStation. Because it's just like... I don't know, when you play a game just for the sake of playing the game, without any guides, you just kind of go through it. You kind of feel your way around. You make mistakes, you know that, and that's also like why I didn't do a playthrough of this, or I decided, hey, like that's why I don't do blind playthroughs anymore, because I want to bumble. I want to bumble around. I want to make those mistakes and be like, oh well, where do I go? What do I do? What do I do? I feel this around here. Hang on, I gotta take care of something. Alright. Sorry, I had to take care of something. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like I don't want to do... Like, there's like some games maybe I could do playthroughs. Like Undertale, I'm glad I did a blind playthrough of Undertale, then I can actually play it like the way I want to, instead of just being like, oh, I gotta watch what I do and make sure. Well, that's a totally different thing, because the let's not get into Undertale too much. But nevertheless, I like to do games that I know, and you know, I can be like, hey, share. That's why I like to do old games, because I'm like, hey, I can do this without even batting an eye. I can do this without even thinking. I don't even need to look up anything. Don't need to do anything. I just go through it. Can talk. I can literally play it almost in my sleep. And go with that type of stuff. That's the thing. That's why I kind of want to be like, hey, guess what? That's kind of what I want to do. And I've been watching some more like YouTubers out there that go with that type of stuff, where, you know, they play games, or they play games that they haven't played in a long time, but they kind of have some familiarity with it, and they're going through it, and they're just going through it. They're not doing it as a guide. They're not doing it as... They're just doing playthroughs, being like, hey, I want to play this game, I'm playing it. Cool. What it is. Or maybe it is their first time playing through, but they kind of just... They're taking it casually through. They're not being perfect. They're not doing that. And that's kind of what it is. And they're not making, you know, huge reactions like, oh my god, I can't... No, they're doing it's like, oh, damn, that man, that was rough. And that's kind of what it is. Like, I just kind of go with that. But I think I might actually do like a Pixel Remastered playthrough of at least 4, because I can go through it. I know it's what, and you know, it's a thing. And 6, when 6 comes out, I'd love to do one of those too. And then after this one, I actually want to go back to the first one, because I haven't played the first one yet. And I've tried to get into number 2. I tried to get it on the PlayStation. I tried to get it on the... What is it? The PSP version. And I just can't get into it. So, like, hopefully the Pixel Remaster version, maybe I can get into a little bit. Like, it just really is a struggle for me to get into number 2. And then 3. 3 is one of those games I've always wanted to keep on playing, and I've played the original one on emulator. And the DS version I played up to a certain point, and it just doesn't stick. And I really kind of want to go through this and be like, I want to get through this. The NES trilogy, like this is like a perfect way to be like, let's do it. Like, because it's not old school, it's not this, it's something newish how it comes out. And it's very faithful, especially 4, 5, and 6, or at least 4 and 5, have been really faithful to what they their material, and I really liked it. Oh, that to you, Squaresoft. I said Squaresoft. It's that Squaresoft. Good old Sakaguchi. Let's go with it. And there we go. We got level 49 Cryle. Ended with a mime. That's the thing. That's all the bloody skills I got, which is, I think, everything. 74 out of 74 skills. There you go. Mastered that. And we got Ferris, who's against Gilgamesh. Got there, level 49. I don't know, I really didn't find a good grinding spot to, like, level up my characters. Like, obviously there's a lot of places where you can get your jobs up. But there wasn't really a place to get your level up. So, just kind of went with it. What's that attack? Then it was a mime. I definitely like the cape of the mime. I really wish it was like the freelancer had like a cape also. So this really should be there's X versus X Death. There you go. He was the only level 50 person that I actually got, so. And then we got every single... Most of those I have to say, like, Once you get kind of like a thing of like, oh yeah, this is good, you just kind of go with it. You don't really try out, like, any other things out there. The end. And it actually is the end because there's actually no sequel. Well, kind of. There was a OVA. I don't know if it's a series, but I know there was an OVA that was based on this one back in the 90s, and that was. I hear it was a sequel. I never actually saw all of it. I only saw like the first one, I think, and I can't even remember any of it. But anyway, is there anything that I can do? Oh, we have interactive. Save game? Sure, we'll save it on slot 2. Does that open up anything? I got the achievement. Yay. Does that open up anything? I got my bestiary. Neo-XF, let's see. He has no idea what that is. I definitely like... Obviously, it's a little weird because it's not on the actual crystal thing. Like, I like how they did the background of this, but it doesn't really match up. Like, the characters don't stand on the thing or anything like that. I think they should have did a little bit there. There's Shinryu. Oh my god. This guy is not as intimidating as once that I thought it would be. Like, I heard this guy's like, oh my god, he just destroys people. He's like one of the optional bosses. You have Omega. Omega's not as bad as I thought it would be, also. He's alright. Nymph Gilgamesh. The barrier, we got Necroprobe. Gilgamesh again. This one, you get the shield. And where is it? You get this one from the armor. He was not bad. This one took forever because I wanted to get the Aegis shield. Oh, stealing from this? Oh, stealing this one? At least there's a thing where you can actually just do, in Time Mage, there's a spell called Return, which returns you to the beginning of the battle. And if you don't steal the right thing, you can just keep on doing that over and over and over and over and over again. And oh my god, some of the times you want to steal the rare drop, it takes a long time. Like this one I want to get Dragon Lances from. This guy took forever to do. And music player. Actually, I want to throw on the music that I do have to say, out of like not this version, but the original Battle 1 music. This one is probably like one of my favorite. Like, it's in like the top 3 Final Fantasy battle musics. Is this one? Like normal battle music. It's like, it just has this kind of, it has like, it's almost like a little bit of a punch from the 4th one, and the 6th one just it actually came kind of bland to me, and this one just has like an extra punch to it. So I definitely like that one. The Curse Lands? No, it's not Curse Lands. It's not Battle 2. Where is the Dawn Horrors? No. Unknown Lands? This one. Now this one here, the original version, I absolutely love it. I just love like how it begins, like the it just kind of goes right into it, and it's just like, you just get that thing. Then obviously, Battle of the Bridge is like one of the like, greatest freaking music. Like, it's up there. It's good. It's good. It's a good one. It's a good one. Other than that, there's a gallery, which, you know, I'll let you guys look at the gallery. I won't spoil it. And if how do I go in here? Is it just gonna bring me to where I was? Is there like any bonus data thing for me to... Oh, I'm here. Why am I here? Wow, okay. Is there anything that I need? Is there any... No. I guess not. Why am I cryo? Alright. Anyway, let's go back to the title screen. And that was Final Fantasy V Pixel Remastered. We got the shiny thing of like, hey, there we go. Anyway, that's pretty much it for Final Fantasy V Pixel Remastered. I'll see you guys in the next one with another ending reaction. I'm not too sure which one it's going to be. But anyway, until next time, guys and gals, stay safe. Take care.